Hey, how's everyone doing? So, I'm here. This will be titled "What is Wrong with Some Teachings?" and this new way of everything online and things are becoming very skewed. People think that there are pastors, they call themselves, online, not like Kenneth Copeland, not like Goldstein, not like those ones. These are smaller subsection people. Somebody like V1 Church, Mike Sinalari, something like that. This man has never been fully baptized himself, for he has never fully repented of his sins on how most religions would dictate, that you admit it to a clergyman and they re-bless you and you have a learning process. Well, there are these new, I don't know, I don't want to call them dystopian because I know that's not the right word, um, ways of looking at things. And it's caused a lot of strife in lives. And it's because certain people like this V1 church and breakers, there's a subsection, a private group, where they think that you have to be Old Testament, like an ultra Orthodox Jewish person. No issue with that. Just saying that's what they're trying to turn people into. And if anyone doesn't agree with your views, they are wrong. They obviously are demonic for not wanting you to believe everything that you are being told, even if it's new. I myself am 43. My mother's a pastor. A reverend can marry people. I grew up my whole life in the church. I'm an only child until I was old enough to stay home, and it was a family church, so I could still hear it. And so I feel I have a pretty good understanding of what my faith is. I do have gifts, and I don't like to talk about it because it has caused strife in my own areas of life with someone I have told, and so I don't feel that that's comfortable anymore. And so what it is sometimes I get these feelings and I dream, and I'll see something and I'll feel it and it will happen. I'll say, this is what's going to happen and I can't stop it. I've been trying to pray and pray and pray. It won't go away. My stomach is trying to come out. And so the person I told this took this to this V1 church and said that it was familiar spirits. I have had this my entire life. I have seen people after they have passed. I have spoken with them. I have seen future events, right down to who will win the World Series before even last one season ended, before the next one even began. Like the free agency, I was told to test the spirit, be like this V1 church says to do. And so I did, and I was able to tell who would win the World Series. We watched the whole year, and the team won the World Series against all the odds. And so I should be dead twice over. Um, I was saved, a miracle. I had something that kills 99% of the people in the first 10 minutes. Most don't make it an hour at the hospital. Um, Again, I grew up in a church, so I've had lots prophesied over me. One of those things is protection and success. And I've never gone really without. It's just that the only thing I go without a lot of is the people closest to me start to, it seems like, resent me because I won't break to whatever they want to do. This one way that somebody close to me was doing was we finally, after 3 years of this, were able to talk because it was getting bad. And they literally looked up the definition of it. It's not dystopian. I can't remember what it is, but it said that they run parallel, meaning the same way, with the churches. It's just they come at it from 180 degrees, meaning we're going this way, but what you say, I'm going to say the opposite. What you say, just that. And I didn't know any of this. I don't even think the person knew it. And to find out this guy from V1 Church is literally talking about me and what he says. He says he has 1 million people. But even somebody else I was talking to, from the person who's into this, their own family, I said, look into this guy. They said they watched it for 3 minutes and they had to stop because of the things he said. And they said, he is talking about our family. Yes, everything that happens, this guy talks about. He claims he has 1 million people. Check his Spotify numbers. Last I knew, he had 1. And so I tried to say some people are charlatans, and they go after people who are having difficult times, and they try and separate, and they want to extort. This group, I have messages from people in Breakers saying that if I sent them money, I sent them a brand new cell phone, that they promised me that my relationship would go back to what it was in strong. Where I come from, that's called extortion. And to use it under the guise of my religion is wrong. And I knew that wasn't my religion. And so for years now, I've been trying to show the person that I'm around that this isn't right. Because and that's what else you can tell about a cult, is they get stuck on things. This one specifically, isn't this right, V1 Church? Ephesians is the whole Bible to you. Running out like the disciples thousands of years ago to spread the word of Jesus. And every one of them met an untimely fate. But it's okay, you say, because that's what you're supposed to do. Well, my sir, if you're the leader, why aren't you out doing that alone, packing up all your things and leaving your family in the name of God, because he'll protect you with everything you have said? You couldn't do it. This gentleman doesn't own a church. His father is a murderer. These are facts. This gentleman has cheated on his wife numerous times, even while being a leader of this church. And I had messaged him and he blocked me. So if I'm nobody to him and you have 1 million people, Kenneth Copeland has never blocked me. Jesse Olstein has never blocked me. Nobody has ever blocked me about the word of God and how the discernment of it. Nobody's ever done that. You steal from people. There's stories about this man and how many marriages he has destroyed. Because when he starts, he has 3 other guys that he works with that all keep each other in line, but no one else. And no church over them. It's just them talking, saying, oh, you're good with that, I'm good with that, I'm good with that. It's a system. And they need money. And so they want spouses to do this, because if one spouse does it and the other one doesn't, then they have no chance of getting both and everything they own. And I will continue, but I don't want to hold this up for too long. Again, Mr. Signorelli, you need to be spoken about. And that you discern the word completely wrong. And I invite everyone to watch your sermons and explain, and I want everyone to know that is not a church he is at. He is renting halls, buildings, anywhere he can get into where people will pay. The word is supposed to be free. He claims that everyone is the body of the church. Well, then why is he bringing the body to different towns? This man has gone on outlandish trips and made people leave his own church. Yes. But when you try and explain this to somebody and they refuse to hear it, you have to understand, could this be very, very bad? So, I never wanted to do this. This isn't to ruin anybody. This is to say, I will reveal who I really am, who my family is, the ties I have across North America in religion. And I would like to show that 1 million people is not many. But this guy claims that his V1 church is the fastest growing church in the world. He's been saying that for a long time, 1 million people. Well, then he should have well into the millions of dollars. But he doesn't. He makes fake accounts and just sticks them up on the board. I could do it right now with my phone. And then so many people will come in, and they'll take up your time. In my opinion, I understand AI, I understand fake accounts, I understand bots, I understand charlatans. I am able to see a little bit further than anyone else, and I have my spouse to prove this. She don't like to, but Mr. Signorelli, you are a charlatan, and I must let everyone know only the facts that I have, and let them decide. So God bless everyone. I pray that everything is fine. The solar eclipse, everyone prepare. Don't worry about the state of emergencies. God will protect. This is wonders in the sky. This is, what everything is said in the Bible. So everyone, take heed and relax. Will it be the end of the world? No. Could it signal changes? Yes. But it's nothing that us real Christians are afraid of. It must happen. The day after Ramadan. It's a great time to be alive for Christians. The Messiah has less signs and wonders in the sky, plagues, the locusts, or not the locusts, but cicadas. So everyone, God bless, and let's enjoy what we've all been waiting for. This may be the second coming. A rapture may take place. I'm excited. I'm going to be watching the sky on numerous angles. I hope everyone else is. God bless.